Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the return, it's Bussey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Look out! Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Reed. They're all over him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have...
Just steamrolling the defense. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Horton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, Get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. He's past the sticks. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Going for a big play right off the bat. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Hudson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on first. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Right side, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He'll throw it. Just had to get rid of it.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The run inside. It's Owens. Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back in this offense. I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Williams. Fights off a defender. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for space. It's Owens. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
From the gun, it's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, 1st down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Owens. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll ride him again. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Headed to the end zone, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Here comes the heat. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow?
Touchdown, Aggie! He got it right inside the pylon! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Wants to go up top on second down. Between the hashes, it's Carter. All by himself down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Reed to throw. Out wide left, it's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Caught, it's Riley. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Oh, pressure's coming. Escapes the sack. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Play action with Reed. Rolls right. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Right side, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And he puts through the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the right. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Reed. Rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Hold on just a second, a flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the number 9 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Carter. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Look out! Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Out wide right, it's Simmons. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Throwing, Reed. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
2nd and long here. Quick give. It's Owens. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Making the adjustment. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down to the air. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Simmons. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Red Raiders peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer,
Oh, they block it. He's got it in his own territory. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They'll need a bunch on second down. Might as well run him again. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running the red zone. It's Edwards. Driven back.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to pass. He wants to take the top off. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. The 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. On the ground, it's Edwards. Enough to move the chains. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. In the red area, it's Morrow. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number one thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
Number 38, set to kick off.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So first down will open up the final period. To throw, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. That one's not even close.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Looking for a big play. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than pulling another pick.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll run him again. They've got him corralled.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking for room, it's Morrow. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back. Let's see what happens next.
Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive.
Turns on the Jets. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Got some green grass. Past the 6. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Long way to go on second down. The give. Hard running there. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Give to the running back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Keeps it on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Time lets it go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Williams. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Moves the pocket. It's Hammond. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Carter. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Drops back on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he throws another interception. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.